Welcome back to today's project. I've alluded to it in past videos, and now it's time to start servicing equipment. I like to do this every spring, so things are nice and fresh for the warm, busy months ahead. Today we'll start with the Splitforce 1320T. It's pollen season here, and that combined with chewing through lots of wood has the splitter pretty dusty and dirty. Quick blow off with the blower and she'll be ready to ride inside. Ideally I would service this in the shop, but it's a bit of a hike for this machine and I don't want to mess with trailering it, so the barn it is. First on the list is an oil change for the Honda GX390. I'm driving the splitter up on a set of ramps. This will tilt the engine oil drain plug down just a bit to make sure we get every drop of the old oil out. $12mm for the drain plug, which is in a terrible spot. If the engine was mounted just a ½ inch farther back, it would allow the oil to drop free and not all over the frame rails, which makes a pretty big mess. Oh well, won't have to worry about rust. Drain plug back in, and it's time to refill. 10W30 oil is recommended for general use, and that's what I'm using today. This engine takes 1.2 quarts. That's one quart in. I'll top it off once it's off the ramps and back on level ground. Now to the hydraulic filter. I really messed up when I installed this filter kit last year. I should have put a shutoff valve on the line coming out of the tank.
Nice.
I'm not opening that can of worms today, but we'll definitely tackle it in a future project, which will hopefully prevent a mess like this. top off the reservoir, and move on down the list. Quick cleanup of the spilled oil, and it's time to get her back down on level ground. Shameless plug, if you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really helps the channel grow, which allows the quality of the content to improve. We post new videos every week. Top off the engine oil and check the dipstick. Dead on the money. Moving on to the air filter. This model has an inner filter with an outer foam wrap. Compressed air to blow the dust out of the inner filter. Next, I'm cleaning the outer wrap. Spray down with solvent and wring it out to dry. Once the foam is dry, soak it with clean engine oil and squeeze out any excess. Foam wrap goes back around the clean filter and reinstall on the machine. Seafoam to keep the carb clean, lube for the drive chain and sprocket, and grease for all the fittings. A quick check of all the tire pressures. I aim for around 15 psi, which really seems to help keep the machine planted, especially when the conveyor's up in the air. And that's a wrap on this service. Run her over to the wood pile for a quick test, and we'll be ready for the next delivery of logs. Stay tuned for some more splitting in an upcoming project. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next project.